Ich habe keine Cola mehr. Nein, mein Hals muss austrocknen.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
So. Also ich weiß, da gibt es einen Dings,
Stanley
wo
walked
es
straight
heißt,
ahead
dass
through
der
the large
Tod uns
door that
erwartet,
read Mind
aber
Control
ich
Facility.
will erstmal gucken, ob da noch Computer sind, wo vielleicht Dings draufsteht. Waiting Input, weil oben im Büro waren ja keine mehr.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Ich glaube, ihr
screens.
habt nicht nichts
What
dagegen,
horrible
wenn ich
secret
das
did
ein
this
bisschen
place
überspringe,
hold?
oder?
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength
Also wenn
to
ihr
find
das
out?
Ganze sehen wollt, wie gesagt, im ersten Part wurde das Ganze gezeigt. Ich skippe jetzt mal zu den Computern.
But here
Okay,
was the proof.
jetzt schauen wir
The
mal, ob es
heart of the
irgendeinen Input
operation.
gibt.
Controls labeled with
Control
emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Nope. Kein Input anscheinend. Okay, aber wir haben ja noch was zu tun hier. Und zwar können wir ja noch schauen, was passiert, wenn man die Mind Control Facility einschaltet. Okay. Dann probieren wir jetzt mal. Ich habe zwar Angst davor, vielleicht kann ich mich dann nicht mehr selbst steuern, aber...
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
What?
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation
Alter,
system.
Erzähler, du bist so ein
In the event
Arschloch.
that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's
Arschloch.
your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have
Das
so
erinnert mich
little
jetzt an das
time
Ende
left
vom
to
Portal
enjoy it.
von, was,
Mere
3?
moments until the bomb
3.
goes
Wo
off.
ist...
But what precious moments each one of them is.
3.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all
Ich hab
this
doch schon
means.
3 gedrückt.
I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Ja.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna
Making
die
this.
anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Oh, warte, ich habe einen großen
Of course,
roten
that
Button.
was merely in this instance of the
Sehen da
story.
vorne.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office
have 3
forever,
attempts
pushing buttons
remaining.
endlessly and then dying
Was?
alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this
Haben wir
version
einen
of events
roten
has been
Button?
rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite
Seriously?
rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm
Scheiße.
enjoying this so
Ich
much.
glaube nicht, dass ich das
You know
schaffe, oder?
what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh, Oh,
These are
danke.
precious additional seconds, Stanley.
Okay,
Time doesn't
wir haben ein
work
bisschen
on
mehr Zeit, den
trees.
Code zu knacken. Es muss doch irgendeinen Code
Oh
geben.
dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that
vielleicht
you have no idea where you're
0512,
going or
es
what
gibt
you're
keinen
supposed to be
Loop-Button,
doing
glaube
right
ich, oder?
now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any
Okay,
idea what your
dann
purpose in
sind
this
die
place
anscheinend
is?
umsonst, oder was, Erzähler?
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is
Du
not
bist so ein
challenge, it's a
Arschloch-Erzähler.
tragedy. You wanted to control this
Du
world.
bist schlimmer als
fine.
Gladys. Gladys
I
hat uns
did
eine Chance
destroy it
gelassen.
first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
Okay,
Or
wir haben keine
it's
andere
all the
Wahl.
same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable
Das ist
life
so eine
from the
Verarsche.
moment we fade in until the moment I say,
So
happy
eine
ever after.
Verarsche. Ah ja, und das war's. Okay. Er will uns leiden sehen. Gott. Warum schafft er es so einfach und klärt das nicht? Haben
All of
wir
his
jetzt vielleicht
co-workers were
irgendwas?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley
The
decided to
answer's
go
never,
to
the
the
answer's
meeting
never.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What the fuck?
No matter
Did she
how
do
hard
really
Stanley
answers now?
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
The end is never. Ja. Alles klar. Und Kopierer haben wir auch schon mal geklickt. Haben wir irgendwo... Der Computer war aus? Okay, anscheinend haben sie aufgehört mit The End is Never. Nee, doch nicht. Da haben wir noch einen. Wieder kein Input. Hey, wir haben die Tür... Können wir die Tür selbst offen zumachen? Geht aber nicht überall. Warte, der spielt das Solitär. Okay. Alles klar. Oh, da haben wir noch einen The End is Never. War kein Input awaiting. Ich will weiter Inputs eingeben. Naja, gut.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Es
left.
gibt, glaube ich, noch das Escape-Ending. Also, was ist, wenn wir fliehen? Warte mal, ich will probieren, ob das aufgeht. Nope. Warte, es geht auf. Oh! I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. Ich bin im Mitarbeiter-Badezimmer. Ja, toll. Und das ist jetzt nur ein Badezimmer, wo wir nichts machen können, oder was? Du. Warum geht das plötzlich auf? Das macht keinen Sinn, wenn da nichts drin ist. Okay. Komisch. Oh, die Tür ist zu. Irgendwie passt die nicht ins Gesamtbild. Warte mal. Da ist er! Wir haben es gefunden. Cool. Hey, das geht jetzt auch auf. Auf einmal gehen alle Türen hier auf. Geht's hier vielleicht weiter? Da ist ein Lift. Sind wir jetzt wieder im selben Raum? Habe ich das jetzt? Okay, ich will mal nur nach unten. Sind da Erzähler eigentlich? Ich glaube nicht, dass wir da jemals wieder normal rauskommen. Okay, ich habe keinen Bock mehr. Ich denke nicht, dass es das irgendwo hinführt, aber ja, nettes Easter Egg. Und dann wieder ins Boss Office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Ah ja, okay. Heute ist es sehr musikalischer Part. Wir haben sehr viele Musiken.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Was? Achso, okay, jetzt dachte ich schon, diesmal öffnet sich da ein Loch, aber naja. War nur um den Kasten wegzubringen. Okay, versuchen wir mal das Escape-Ending da zu machen. Und das mit den Inputs müssen wir noch lösen.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Hab aber keinen Bock.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Ich will wissen, wie ich diesmal sterbe, weil ich sterbe so oder so. Bis auf